We tried, we dominated. I'm certain you guys were cheating. I want to check your blood work. PEDs were at work.
Josh.
If there's one thing we learned at GenCon,
it's that speed puzzling is hard, y'all.
Especially this puzzle.
Welcome to GenCon 2025.
So it's our second night at GenCon, and we've been invited to a puzzling event by Ravensburger, and we don't quite know what to expect.
Yeah, we're pretty excited though. Ravensburger for the first time is bringing together their puzzling specialty. This is kind of what the company's known for with Disney Lorcana, and going to be releasing 6 new Disney Lorcana puzzles, 1 in each ink color. And so we didn't know quite what this event was, but we knew it would involve these puzzles, and so we were kind of excited to see them.
So we were all told to show up at the Lorcana room at GenCon around 7 o'clock, and there was a bunch of different content creators there. We were all hanging out in the hallway, and I started looking around, and there were a couple of people there that I didn't recognize, which was a little odd because I know most of the Lorcana content creators that were at GenCon. At the time, I didn't pay much attention to that fact, but it just piqued my curiosity. After about 10-15 minutes, a Ravensburger employee opened the door, and much to our surprise, they were all wearing matching t-shirts with the amber symbol on them.
That was kind of an indicator of where things were going. We all got ushered inside, and much to our surprise, we all got little bags, and in them we had different color t-shirts, and we were separated into teams. So with a little quick change magic, I put on my sapphire shirt and sat down with my other team members. Aaron and I were paired with our good friend Eric Switzer from The Gamer, and somebody we didn't know. But here's where we realized who these other people were that we didn't recognize. They were speed puzzlers. All of them knew Ravensburger through the puzzling world. So all of us content creators were given puzzling pros on our team for this event, which was pretty cool. Ours was Josh Traeger.
Josh.
You're a speed puzzler.
I am a speed puzzler.
How fast can you do a 1,000-piece puzzle?
The fastest I've ever completed a 1,000-piece puzzle is, I believe, 1 hour and 38 minutes.
Okay. Before we got started, I went around the room and scoped out our competition. The Ruby team.
Be prepared.
The Emerald team.
Yeah.
The Steel team. And the Amethyst team. And in the back there's the Amber team. That's the Ravensburger staff, and they're working on their own puzzle. So one thing about our team, we're competitive. Eric's competitive. Josh was super competitive. So we decided that we wanted to win. And look at some of those other teams. They're stacked, especially when you have Ruby over there with JDZ. He's gonna be locked in from start to finish. So we knew that if we wanted to win, we had to ask Josh, our speed puzzling expert, what are some rules, some tips, some tricks that we need to know before we get started.
Always flip the pieces. Edge, not 100% of the time, but probably 80% of the time. Look for large, bright color blocks that are easily discernible.
So I was just telling the team here that if there's one thing the Lorcana players will probably be able to help with, it's recognizing the characters right away, knowing that that's a Maleficent piece or that's a Ariel piece. So hopefully will be value added. I don't know, but. Yeah? What do you think, Eric? Yeah?
I can put a Baymax together like that.
He can put a Baymax together like that.
The Ravensburger staff gave us some instructions.
This is not a contact sport. You can't mess with
That was my first question.
And then walked around and handed out these blue bags, which had the puzzles inside.
So then the Ravensburger team starts counting down.
3, 2, 1, puzzle!
All of a sudden, a flurry erupts. Josh is ripping open the bag super fast.
Yeah, I snagged this promo card pretty quick to take a look at it. I have no idea where it went. All right.
Eric and I are furiously flipping over puzzle pieces. It was crazy.
We're looking at the pieces. We immediately start pulling out all of the edges for Josh. He's like, I got edges. Give me the edges. And we're like, you got it, Josh. So he goes off to the races. And Aaron and I and Eric are looking for Disney characters that we know. We start making piles of Hades and piles of Minnie. And I don't know, it's pretty chaotic.
Nope.
Okay, I've got a Moana pile now. Oh, Josh, Edge.
Yeah, I think it's probably quite intuitive, but one of the biggest things that stuck with me is how important it is to communicate with one another while you're doing this activity. Like, you don't want Liam to be putting together Minnie Mouse pieces and me being putting together Minnie Mouse pieces and us not realizing that we only have half the Minnie Mouse. So we're constantly talking with one another, saying what we're doing, saying what we're putting together, just so that we all kind of know what's going on at the same time.
Yeah, it felt like that line that people always do from like surgery rooms where it's like scalpel. I'm over here like Hades, and Eric's like Hades.
If you have any Hades, I've been collecting him as well.
So another big tip that Josh kept having to remind us throughout the night was to not piece fixate. So if you pick up a piece and you don't immediately know what it is, put it down and move on to something else. This was something Eric and I were really bad at, and Josh had to keep reminding us to do.
Because it's a matter of principle, right? You find a piece and you're like, I need to.
I was told we have 1 hour left, and our speed puzzle partner here, Josh, said there's no way we're gonna finish in an hour. And I said, Jay-Z's over there, he's locked in. We're gonna finish this. I'm gonna take a look at how everybody else is doing real quick. Left, Josh, how you feeling? Keep going. Stay in the zone.
We're in the zone. We're cruising, but we got a lot of work left.
Piglet chip.
You know, as we're putting this puzzle together, I can definitely say that there is something there that wasn't there before.
Is that?
Oh, yeah.
So as we were going along, it felt like for a while we were making really, really solid progress. The borders came together, we started putting characters together in big chunks, and I thought, there's no way we don't finish this. But then we kind of slowed down a bit because we got to some harder parts. Aaron, what were the most challenging parts of this puzzle, you think, for you?
I mean, without a doubt, I would say it's the books, and then it was all the yellow space kind of around the characters that were so difficult. There were so many yellow pieces.
See, the thing about the books is, yeah, there's like 18 and they all look very similar. So if you did a pile of like book pages, it'd be really difficult to figure out which go with which. Mm-hmm. And yeah, there's a lot going on here. So one thing that was really evident throughout the entire night was how important this moment was to Ravensburger.
My name is Rin Grant, and I am the puzzle marketing coordinator at Ravensburger.
What's it like bringing these two worlds together and having Lorcana in the puzzle world?
It is so exciting. There are so many wonderful things about Lorcana, but one of my favorite things is the art. So this is just another way we get to celebrate that wonderful art we've made. It's another way that you can interact with the art. Puzzles are so easily accessible for everyone, so it gives a real opportunity to, you know, use your brain in a different way. Maybe take a break from the gaming, do some puzzling, jump back to gaming. So I am very excited for everybody to see what we have done here.
It's a 5-minute warning, 5 minutes left.
It was a mad scramble to put together as many pieces as we could at the very last minute. Josh said that at the end of a speed puzzling event, normally the judges come around and they count how many pieces that you don't have assembled in your puzzle. We didn't think that that was going to happen here, but we wanted to be sure that we had the best advantage just in case.
We did not want to lose.
4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody in Sapphire and like the whole time just focus.
I feel good. I feel good about this. I feel good. Let's take a look. Let's take a look.
I think we're gonna say we're all winners tonight and not count the pieces.
Now, it turns out this was not an actual competition because they weren't going to declare a winner or a loser, but we did poll a few employees, and I think unofficially they declared us the winner.
Yeah, would you say, Shane? You think
I think it's Sapphire.
Oh, yeah. Me too,
Josh.
Of course, I had to ask JDZ how it felt to,
Come in second.
You know what, Liam? Listen. You guys are on another level, okay? We tried, we dominated. I'm certain you guys were cheating. I want to check your blood work. PEDs were at work.
It was intense. It was a lot of yellow. I could not put things together because every time I looked at one piece, it transformed into another piece. I could not do it.
I'm certain you guys were blood doping. I'm certain you guys were cutting corners, cutting pieces.
I love puzzles. I love speed puzzling. Like, that is my TikTok right now. I never participated, so this was a game, like, life-changing event because it's over. I'm in. And all of our tables, I don't know, our living room table, our dining room table, all the tables will have each ink color, and I'm going to work on all of them at the same time. Sorry, Patrick, we're not going to be eating well on our table in the next, like, 2 months. I think I need 2 months to, like, finish all 6.
Katie was out of body, okay, out of mind. Nathan going crazy. Me, I was sucking. Yeah, I wasn't on my game. So what?
So after we were done, they had a nice special surprise for us. We actually all got to see what a completed puzzle looked like. So we all gathered around and they had it on this board and they pulled down this cloth and it was so pretty. It made me jealous that we didn't get to finish our own.
Count us down.
3,
2, 1. Whoa!
Of course, we asked them to tilt it up a little bit more so we could get a better view without the glare, and there was a small mishap where the puzzle unpuzzled itself, and so quick repairs were needed. It was fine. It was fine.
It was fine.
It was fine.
Something that was evident to us throughout the night is what this meant to Shane Hartley. You see, Shane is Disney Lorcana's creative director, and he is responsible for the look and the feel of Disney Lorcana.
It's a really fun experience to be able to see them now in the puzzles and be able to have a whole nother group of people that love Disney be able to experience Lorcana.
That's awesome. How did you pick which characters to be featured on these puzzles?
So we're, you know, the two of us, Naomi, Kim, and I, we looked at it, and also, of course, Nate. We looked at, like, of course, the ink color specifically, and then looked at, like, what are those key characters that really symbolize those inks from a personality type and also the play style and such, and then also looking at, like, what are they going to be the popular characters? Okay, what are those niche characters that everybody loves that we can kind of put in as supporting characters, and then kind of filling out, like, of course, you know, females and heroes and villains, and making sure we had a good picture of the whole ink type.
Scale of 1 to 10, how'd we do?
For the difficulty of the puzzle, the lighting conditions, you guys being first timers, I'd give it about a 7.5.
Yeah, that's respectable.
Solid performance for the conditions.
Okay, every day can't be the best day, but you know what? I've been practicing. I've been putting in the work, offense, defense, special teams, and guess what? Next time we're coming in live and direct.
Okay, so we finished the speed puzzling event. It was a ton of fun. 2 thoughts. One is the puzzles are really cool. It is really awesome to see all of the characters that we love from various sets all in one spot. And it's actually really, really fun to be looking at the pieces and to identify the characters based on, like, this little snippet. You see this thing and you're like, oh, I know that's Pudge. You know, that's Pudge the fish. I see his tail right here. And that's super cool. And that's then 10. So that's really cool. Speed puzzling is intense. It's a lot of fun. I like puzzling, but I'm very bad at it, so I take my time. Speed puzzling is a whole other level, and I'm excited to give it a try some more. But Lorcana speed puzzling side events will be fun. But in any case, I can say the puzzles are great. They're well put together. The promo cards are super cool, and definitely recommend picking one up. Yeah. I think Amber's the hardest. I think Amber's the hardest.
Liam, I'm coming for you specifically, okay? Team Sapphire, you're going down next time, all right? No, I'm joking. I'm kidding, Liam. It was really fun. Congrats on the win. You guys deserve it. I'm sure you guys cheated, though. I'm kidding.